Oke, sebelumnya Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Teman-teman semuanya, selamat siang dan selamat datang di tutor UAS OTI. Kali ini tutor UAS OTI akan mengadakan tutor terkait materi bahasa otomata yang akan disampaikan oleh Melvin Sahyadi. Nah, mungkin langsung aja ya ke Melvin, waktu dan tempat dipersilakan.
Halo guys, happy Eid. I'm sorry timingnya kurang gitu ya. Uh, ya, uh, ini kita bahas yang soal tahun lalu aja ya. Ini boleh dong. Hmm, okay, since y'all lagi liburan juga, let's try and make this quick, I guess. Um, oh, what? Uh, let's take number one dulu ya. Given a regular language represented in 0, 1, 0 star, union 1, 0, concatenate 1, 1 star, concatenate 0, 0 plus 0, 0 union empty string. So I think eh jadi ini seharusnya pas UTS kemarin keluar kalau nggak salah. Jadi kan ini ada eh tanya jadi brush size. Ini kan ada 0, 1, 0 star plus 1, 0 concatenate 1, 1 star concatenate 0, 0 union epsilon atau empty string kan. Nah ini um, jadi kan kita mau approach one by one kan pakai apa algoritmnya. Pakai Thompson's algorithm kan. Saya Thompson's construction. Ini empty expression gini, symbol A gini, gini expression. Let's just write down. Jadi um, kalau concatenate uh, kan satu ada satu lagi, and then we have a joint state gitu. So for example, A, um, B, C, and then this is one, this is or this is A, this is B. This would be A concatenate B, right? And then the algorithm for, I mean, sorry, for union, kalau union, misalnya A plus B, it would be A to ini, it would be A or B, A atau B kan. Terus kalau clean star itu um, A misalnya clean star A star gitu. Ini we have one state, two state, third state. Jadi A dapat A, B, terus bisa kayak gini. Apa? Ya, basically the Thompson algorithm kayak gini. Um, okay, so with that we can apa? We can break this down. Kita ngerjain yang ini dulu. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0 star, union 1, 0, right? Jadi ini um I'm not sure, tapi kayaknya ini zero starnya buat zero kan. And then ini unionnya 0 and 1. Oke, let's say gini. 0 star, terus unionnya 0, 1, 0 star, uh, union sama 1, 0. Ya, jadi with this in mind, kita design dulu 0 star nih. 0, 1, 0 star. Jadi 0, 1, 0 star kan we have to have, kita harus punya 0 ke 1 ke 0 star. And that's just, let's set Q, nggak usah Q deh, A aja deh. A, ada cap. Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay. It's 0, 1, 0 star, union 1, 0. And then this is the initial state. And then we just wanna, in my handwriting. So this 0 first, and then this is 1, and then 0 star, right? So 0, this 0, um, and I mean, I should write uh, a final state here, but since it's epsilon, we can just retract that back to C and D, right? So yeah, since we need to use epsilon for it, we can just retract it. Hmm, let me get a bigger brush for my erase. Jadi kan kayak gini, habis itu mau union sama 1, 0. So kita minimize ini aja dulu. Kadang, ada saya lasso. Ini kita minimize dulu aja. Taruh sini lah ya. So for the entire thing, we could put ini A, and then since it's union, a union operation, karena itu apa? Union or operation. A ke ini 0, 1, 0 star, terus A ini ke 1, 0. Terus jadinya B, right? Or whatever we want. We can have it be E. I don't know. Uh, Jadi for 0, 1, 0 star kita ambil dari yang tadi aja. Kan initial state masuk 0, terus masuk B, terus B masuk satu, C, terus C itu ambil D, terus D bisa, oh, my ball just, oh, there we go. D, zero, and then zero star. And then C will connect to whatever comes after D with, yeah. And then we also want to write ini apa? Kita juga mau nulis satu nol. So ini satu, terus kan ini D beri E, terus nol ini F. Okay, so that's this part. And then we want to concatenate with 11. Kita tulis dulu epsilon for the time being. Um, 11 star, right? So we want to write at 11. 1 1 star. So 1 1 star um is gonna be it's gonna be something like, oh, it's A to B 1 1, oh, B to A, that's 1, and then A is the initial and state, right? So, so it's gonna be something like that. Um, or if we want to, hold on, I think I'm skipping a few steps here. So A into B into C, this 1 1, D, uh, this epsilon, epsilon, epsilon. This is from Thompson's, right? However, we can simplify it because these are, oh wait, no, actually, it's from B. Uh, because these are because this is an epsilon NFA, we can turn it into an NFA, right? So uh A becomes or A becomes B because it's an epsilon, and then it also becomes a final state because if we follow the epsilon, it goes to D, which is a final state. So we can retract B into B and B and D into A, right? I think it's called epsilon closure or something, but I don't exactly remember the exact terminology. But basically, you can, or actually, let me just not just like, but basically, we simplify. Okay, we simplify. Kita simplify ini jadi gini. A ini um B gini. So we're gonna put that on the thing. So ini kan F, A, B, C, D, F, G. Say G uh and H and D can also go to G, and F should also be able to go to G. I think it's fine if we have it in epsilon NFA right now, since we can turn it into a regular NFA later. So from G, we can get, we have to J dari G kita harus concatenate sama ini apa kosong kosong union epsilon. Since union epsilon, so G bisa final state lah. Sama kosong kosong kita masukin ini aja. uh, A B C D E F G H I and then J. Dua-duanya kosong. Right? Kosong kosong. Di mana J juga final state. Let's turn this into a kita jadiin episode NFA regular deh. Let's this bit. Oh. Okay. What? Okay. So this is the NFA, which or the epsilon NFA yang kita mau jadiin NFA regular. J kan ini C ke epsilon ke G, which is a final state. So C should also be a final state. F as well. And then C and F should connect to what G connects to. C sama F harus connect ke apa? Mana yang G connect, yaitu I sama H, D juga. Jadi kita rewrite gini aja. A um, kan so initial state A, kalau ngambil kosong bisa B, terus ngambil satu C. And then kalau dapat 0 D, bisa looping. And then C sama D is a final state, right? Eh, sih. Um, and then E and then F. So F is also should be a final state because it connects. F juga seharusnya final state, soalnya itu apa punya epsilon connection sama G. And then F, D sama C harus connect ke I. Iya kan? Hold on. Let me review my notes. Oh, actually, uh, we can move the loop to here since C doesn't have to take a zero. Oke, tadi konsepnya agak ini. Ini kan we took it from here, right? So because C, E, and this is C was this is supposed to be epsilon, this is epsilon, and then this is epsilon. I think I skipped a step, that's why. So C could should actually be able to accept the loop of zero and while still being the final state. So we didn't actually need D here at all. Jadi sebenarnya kita nggak butuh D. Soalnya ya apa? Gua ke skip stepnya, sorry. Soalnya Thomson's-nya kan, Thomson computation-nya, okay, this is a bit misleading. Uh, computation-nya kayak gini. So since it's epsilon and we want to make that this an epsilon NFA and you want to make that an NFA, ya J-nya kayak gini instead. Um, sorry, clear dikit. Oh, that's not. Um, so D sebenarnya nggak ada. Okay. Um, and then kan C, let's remove this biar lebih simple. Jadi C sama F harus harus ada transitionnya ke H sama ke I kan. Jadi um, gimana kita ada G, ada ini H sama ini I, ini J lah. Eh, ini J. Jadi kan C harus connect ke H sama satu. Soalnya kita ambil dari connectionnya G kan. F juga harus connect ke H dengan satu. Dengan H connect ke G sama satu. Oh, satu di mana H connect ke G. Kalau dapat satu dan G transition ke H kalau dapat satu. Terus G transition ke I kalau dapat nol. I transition ke J kalau dapat nol kan. F juga, soalnya kan G, kita ngambil connectionnya G untuk C dan F tadi. J, F connect ke I kalau dapat nol. Sama C connect ke I, C connect ke I kalau dapat nol. Okay. And ini agak berantakan, but like, it's not that bad of a... Okay, it's my drawing that's bad. But I think this should be what it looks like. Um, ya, gambar gua agak nggak rapih, tapi conceptually bener. Because let's try, kita tes aja pakai 01 um, 00 terus ini 111100 gitu. Kan kita dapat 01 terus 00111100 final state we accept. Let's try again with like 01 dong. This should accept it, right? Yeah, and I mean bisa diuji, but like yeah, this should be correct buat NFA-nya. Now NFA kita harus jadiin DFA. Um, to do that kita harus bikin tabel transitionnya dulu. Ini kan epsilon NFA Ini NFA regularnya. Jadi, let me from NFA, NFA. Ini kan transitionnya ada satu, ada nol. Let's switch it up. Nol, satu. So for state A, kan kita ada kalau dapat nol ke B, kalau dapat satu ke E. Habis itu state B, kalau dapat satu ke C, kalau dapat nol kosong. Habis itu hmm, state E, kalau dapat nol ke F, kalau dapat satu kosong. And then C, um, kalau dapat nol ini ke C atau ke I. Kalau dapat satu ke H. Terus F, kalau dapat satu ke H, kalau dapat kosong ke I. Kalau dapat kosong ke I, kalau dapat satu ke H. Terus H, kalau dapat kosong, kosong. Kalau dapat satu ke G. Ke B, I, C, F, C. Oh ya, I belum. Sama I juga. Eh, ya, I nanti deh. G, G kan kalau dapat kosong ke I, kalau dapat satu ke H. Terus I kalau dapat kosong ke J, otherwise kosong. Terus J kalau dapat J final state, so kosong kosong. This should be all of them, right? A, B, C, E, F, H, G, I, J. Yeah, so this is the NFA table. Ini tabel NFA-nya. Terus ini belum bentuk DFA karena soalnya ada ini kan C kalau dapat nol ada dua. Jadi buat kita bikin DFA table-nya kita harus gambar ulang. Em, ini kosong, ini satu. A, B, I, terus B ke C, terus ini kosong, I ke F, kosong, C, terus ini kita konkat di CI, maksudnya kita join satu state CI, terus CI becomes gitu apa? Kita ngambil dari C sama I, yaitu jadinya CIJ ya. CIJ. Nah, CIJ itu Semua ini H. Saya kan ngambil dari C sama I nggak ada. J, C dong. Terus C, I, J, C, I, J, J kan nggak kemana-mana. Jadi C, I, J. Sama ini juga H. Eh, oh, yang gue. Oh ya, em, ini kan kita nulis for the rest of it. I'm just gonna copy paste it. Um, Let me expand the workspace. Yeah, something like this. Kan ini F di call tadi, H juga, G, G nggak dimension ya? Oh, G dimension semua, H, I dimension semua. Oke, jadi ada dua state lebih. Gue coba kecilin. Nah, dari sini kita bikin DFA-nya, jadinya kan initial state A. Terus ini apa? C, sorry. C, F, G, J. F, G, J. Jadi semuanya ada C-nya. Terus F, terus G, terus C. Jadi, I'm gonna need a bit more space. Uh, Kan ini initial state A. And then 0, B, ini 1, E. B kalau dapat 0 ke C. C kalau dapat 0 ke C, I. Ke C, I. Terus C, I kalau dapat 0 ke C, I, J. Terus C, I, J kalau dapat 0 ke C, I, J. Terus ini semua ke H. Satu, satu, satu. Terus E ke F. Ini kosong. Ini, oh, ini satu. And then H kalau dapat satu kan ke G. Terus G, oh F juga kalau dapat kosong ke F, ke G. Ini kalau dapat satu, terus G eh, ke G ke H juga kalau dapat satu, terus G ke I kalau dapat kosong, terus I ke J, I ke J, ini final state, G itu final state, F itu final state, C, C, I, C, I, J. Is there anything that I missed? B, oh, F, and satu. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, this should be right. Habis itu kita bikin dead state, but I think kita bikin dead state, let's say Z lah, um, where semua kalau yang nggak di accept ke sana. H is 0 and I is 1 and J plus 1 0. So the DFA should look something like this. Kalau nggak salah, dead state-nya seharusnya optional, tapi nggak apa-apa. Oke, jadi kita dapat DFA. Sekarang kita construct context-free grammar. Now, context-free grammar itu basically just the transitions um, of the DFA. So, kan DFA kita dapat gini. Kalau kita mau jadiin context-free grammar, sorry, context-free grammar, um, it's simply a context-free grammar is just a set of rules, right? It's just apa? It's just the rules of the grammar. And the rules kita ambilnya langsung dari DFA. A jadi 0B or 1E gitu. And we do this for everything. B is ini hmm, I think it would be more lebih jelas kalau gue gini. 1E B generates 0C. It's not a initial state. And then E generates F 0F. Habis itu C generates CI sama ini apa? Zero. Terus C generates satu H Terus C juga final state kan. Jadi C bisa generate empty string. And then um, so CI juga empty string because it's a final state, tapi it could also create um, CI juga bisa generate satu H sama kosong CI J, terus CI J juga bisa generate kosong CI J. Main sini aja. CI J eh jadiin kosong CI J, terus CIJ satu H, terus F, CIJ gue mau terus CIJ itu final state, jadi kita terus CIJ epsilon, habis itu F kosong I, F juga satu H, terus H, oh F is also a final state, so F epsilon, and then H takes, oh, oh ya, H satu G, G kalau dapat satu bisa jadi I, satu I, kosong deh, kosong I, G kalau dapat satu bisa jadi H juga, and G itu final state, J bisa epsilon, terus I bisa jadi J, eh kosong J, terus J itu final state, terus nggak bisa generate apa-apa. Oke, so that's context-free grammar, right? Ini context-free grammar ya. Gua shrink dikit, biar lebih ini. Terus diminta um, check using two strings with the length. uh, Kita harus cek dua string generated pakai context-free grammar-nya. Terus harus di-accept sama DFA. Terus harus members of the regular language. Now, kalau kita bikinnya correct, if we generate pakai context-free grammar, pasti di-accept DFA, yang pasti apa di-accept regular language. So let's try it. Kan CFG initial state-nya A. Sorry, A. Terus A kita bisa jadiin kosong B. Aku pakai teks aja biar lebih rapi deh. Lebih gede. What? Ah, kita pakai kosong B, and then we can use 00C, and C can generate 0CI. So 000CI. Eh, oh gue salah itu ya. Bentar. Ini kan B1C. Oh iya gue salah tulis salah. Jadi salah ketulisin. Jadi ini seharusnya 1, ini seharusnya kosong. Ini tadi seharusnya ini generates 0B, generates 01C, generates 010CI, and that generates 0. Ya bisa sebenarnya bisa pilih ya kan ini generation. Terus 0100 CIJ bisa jadi 1H, and 1H bisa jadi 1G, terus 1G bisa G bisa jadi 1H lagi. 1H, 1G. And that's already 8 strings. So G can also become an empty string. And we have generated a string, right? Also, I think um, Pak Yoyo pas ngajarin dia pakai diagram gini. Kan A bisa jadi kosong B atau bisa jadi 1E. Terus 1E kita bisa expand jadi 1E. Dari E cuma bisa kosong F jadi 1 kosong F. Terus F bisa jadi kosong I atau kosong satu kosong I atau satu kosong satu H. H itu cuma bisa jadi G, satu kosong satu satu G, and then G bisa jadi ini. Okay, it's getting a bit long, but I hope you get the point. I ya. Kosong satu 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 H. And on sampai 8 characters or more gitu. So, and we can test this one. Zero. So we start from the initial state. We can test it 0, 1, 0, and it accepts 0, and it accepts 1, and it accepts 1, and accepts 1, and it accepts 1, and it's the final state. So, yeah, konsepnya gitu. That's number one, which is creating a context-free grammar. Jadi jadi flow-nya buat number one itu dari regular expression, regular expression ke epsilon NFA, habis itu ke NFA, habis itu ke DFA, habis itu ke context-free grammar. After that, kita ambil dari sini. After that, we can do number two, which is with a certain context-free grammar, different dari yang tadi kita bikin. Jadi ini context-free grammarnya, componentsnya, alphabetnya um, A sama B. Terus statesnya S, A sama B. Initialnya S. Terus production rulesnya S, B, B, S. Dan S juga bisa jadi A, B, B. S juga bisa jadi B, B, A bisa jadi B, S, and then A bisa jadi B, A, B, B, and then B, S, B, B, epsilon. Hold on, guys. I think I'm gonna go to for a bit. 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. So we see so basically they ask us to construct a PDA, right? Recognizing the language generated by the context-free grammar. So PDA, you gotta imagine it as like there is a word for uh output, and then there is a stack, right? At the bottom should be dollar sign or Z0, but we're gonna use dollar sign because it looks better. And so what is gonna happen is we're gonna input the start symbol in the stack, and then if it reads the symbol, either S or A or B, it's gonna pop the symbol, and it's gonna push uh the rules, right? What the rules tell it. So here it asks us to pop S, and then we have to push BBS, right? So it looks similar to the DFA and FA, but the terminology used here is kind of different. So hold on, let me expand this. So this is the start node. So from the start, we are gonna have to I think this is read. Yeah, this is if it reads this, it's gonna have to if it reads this, it's gonna pop this from the stack, and it's gonna push this. So since this is the starting node, it doesn't need to read anything. It doesn't need to pop anything. It just needs to push the dollar sign, right? And then here we have another node, and this is the starting state, right? So for the starting state, it doesn't need to read anything. Doesn't need to uh pop anything. It just needs to push the starting state. And then from here, it doesn't need to sorry. Um from here it just so we're gonna put stuff here, but put stuff connected to this, but eventually it's gonna need to read the dollar sign. And if it reads the dollar sign, it knows that it is complete, and it needs to pop the dollar sign, right? For the final state. So everything that goes on here happens in connected to this node, right? So if it So if it reads a character, we want it to pop it into the input, right? So if it reads the alphabet is A and B. So if it reads A, we want it to pop A. If it reads B, we want it to pop B. My handwriting is a bit terrible. If it pops A, if it reads A, it pops A. If it reads B, it pops B. And then we want to implement the rules. So if it reads S, it should pop S. And hold on. So S has three transitions here. So since it popped S, we want to push S again, push B again, and push lowercase b, right? So doesn't need to read anything, doesn't need to pop anything. We just want to push S, and then doesn't need to read anything, doesn't need to pop anything. We just want to push uppercase B. I think these are called variables. These are called terminals, right? But I don't, not too sure. That's not too important, the terminology. And then, uh, right. And then, it just pushes B. Doesn't read, doesn't pop, it just pushes B. And then when here, it's gonna pop B onto the word input. So, and then we have S, it just pops B. Okay. Um, let's see this one. So this S pops, so reads nothing, pops nothing, and then just pushes B, or reads nothing, pops nothing. Damn, my handwriting. Reads nothing, pops nothing. No, wait, what? And pushes B. And then it also should be able to push B. It should also be able to read nothing, pop nothing, push B, and then it push B and A. Oh, okay. This graph does not look good, but I hope you get the point. And we do the same for A, B, and B. A, and then A. Wait, did I do this one? There's no actual way for it to get A. Or even A, huh? Okay. I think this is saw a bit of an error because there's no way to get A from S, but we'll include it. So we won't include it, but if kalau ulangan include aja. Not sure if that's an error or a thing. So B. So if it recognizes B, pop B and insert nothing. And oh, my brush is too large. And then this pushes reads nothing, nothing pushes B, and then this pushes reads nothing, pop nothing, push S, right? And also it could it could also return. Damn, I'm so sorry for my handwriting. Okay. Um, empty string, right? So this could uh so this just pops B and then returns nothing. And it should look something like this, plus the A transitions, but I think we don't have to really do them. So we can check using two strings generated by the context-free grammar accepted by the PDA, right? So let's say the context-free grammar generates um so um, let's say the context-free grammar generates starting state S goes to S can generate uh BBS. BBS generates BSBS, which generates uh S can generate BB, so BBB, BS, and generate BSBS, S, which can generate ABB, BS. And then BBBA, and then we can have it be And BS, it can generates S, can, and then generates BBB, A, B, BB, BS, generates S, and let's have it generate BBB, A, BBB, BB. Right. So here we can have this, which will be, so if we imagine the stack here, it should be able to be read by the recognized by PDA, right? So it should be able to read. So of course we would have dollar, and we would have um we would have the starting state, and then again input B, 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 A, B, 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 and since it if it reads B, it pops B in the correct order. This should recognize it, and even if it doesn't, uh, if we retract and input, let's say S, it should also recognize that, since if it reads S, it's gonna pop S, and um, it's gonna pop S. It's gonna it can input any one of these. Let's just say it inputs B, it pushes B, and then it's gonna read B, and um it's gonna read B, uh and then it pops B, and then it's gonna pop dollar sign, and it should accept, because the accept state is just there's nothing in the stack, right? And it should only accept if the dollar sign is uh or there's nothing in the stack except for the dollar sign, so it just needs to pop the dollar sign. That's the accept state. So yeah, that is PDAs. And then I'm gonna try to move these over. Okay, and then Turing machines. So Turing machines, these should also be pretty simple. Uh, so we have a Turing machine with alphabet 01 and tape alphabet 01, blank symbol, uh, empty string, state set A, B, and C, initial state A, accepting state C, and transition defined as follows. Okay, so we are given an input of 111 first, right? So the word is 111. So let's imagine it in a tape. 1, 1, and 1. These are empty strings. So, first, right, the initial state is A. A is gonna recognize that, oh, it's 1. A is gonna see that it's 1 and decide that, and it's gonna write 1, right? A recognizes 1, it's gonna write 1 and move right. And it's gonna do that again. It's gonna read 1, and then write 1, and then it's gonna move. And it keeps doing this until it finds, hold on, no, and it keeps doing this until it finds uh empty string, right? So once it's found an empty string, it will switch the stage to B, the state to B, and it's gonna write empty string and it's gonna move left. So now it moves left. But this time the state is B, right? Now B, when it meets a 1, it's gonna write 0 and it's gonna move to the right. So it's gonna write 0, it's gonna delete the 1, and it's gonna write a 0, and it's gonna move to the right, which is B. And then if it reads an empty string, it moves to the left and writes empty string while changing the state to C. And since C is accepting state, it doesn't have any transitions, it will accept the string. Um, okay, and that is for word 111. And if the word was instead, how many is this? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4. And so 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Empty string is also empty string. Mm, okay, so we start here. And just like beforehand, A moves right and writes what it reads, right? So we don't have to rewrite this multiple times. I'm just gonna like, so A reads the empty string. So A reads 0, A reads 1, A reads 0, A reads 0, A reads 1, A reads 1. And A isn't designed to change any of it because as we can see, it writes what it reads. So it gets all the way to the empty string without changing anything. And then once it reaches the empty string, it switches from B, it switches stages to B, and goes left, right? And now B, if it accepts 1, it's gonna um, write a 0 and go right, right? is gonna write a 0, 0, and it's gonna go right, and then um oh, it's still in the B state. The state is still B, and if it reads empty, it's gonna return C and go to the left, right? And C is acceptance state, so it accepts. And for the bonus question, the function is just to switch 1 to 0 and 0 to 1, because we see if B reads 0, it writes 1. If B reads 1, it writes 0. And then both of them end up on the acceptance state C. Oh, I didn't practice. Okay, so that should be it. Um, I've checked the other last year exams and they're all similar. Mirip kok. Jadi ya lebih lebih kompleks sedikit tapi mirip kok. Ya gitulah. Ada pertanyaan nggak? Any questions?
Mungkin buat teman-teman yang ada pertanyaan bisa langsung apa namanya raise hand atau enggak bisa diketik di kolom komentar ya teman-teman. Oke, Melvin itu ada yang mau tanya satu.
Oke, ya.
Melvin, sorry, I want to ask about yang nomor 2. Can you
Mhm.
like explain the pushing and the popping mechanism? Bukan di soalnya, tapi kayak how does it work basically?
Oh, jadi
Yeah.
jadi push down automata itu works-nya pakai stack kan. Jadi
Mhm.
kan kan kalau state state satu ke state lain gitu, right? Kan ada
Yes.
kan ada read, it reads something or it reads nothing, and
Mhm.
then it pops something from the stack, and then it pushes something into the stack or pushes nothing into the stack, right?
Oh yeah.
So how it works is how you need to visualize it is you need to imagine like a stack for everything for the for when you um use it, right? Ada stack gitu. Jadi kayak awalannya dollar atau Z0, and then kalau ada input apa, misalnya inputnya uh, S gitu, and then it reads S, and then terus kalau read S harus kebaca gitu. Oh, harus gimana? Misalnya di pop S-nya harus di push apa ya? B 2 kali gitu. Terus kan B itu harus di pop kan. Jadi kalau B harus di pop itu you should be left with just the dollar sign. And then that is the accept. Kalau uh, if it is left with like let's say C gitu. Like we don't have, kita nggak punya C, jadi kita nggak accept gitu. Atau kita kasih akhirannya A gitu.
Mhm.
Kayak apa? Kan A kita misalnya di sini yang gue tulis kan gue nggak include A. Jadi itu
Mhm.
nggak bisa push ini nggak bisa pop ini apa dollar sign.
Hmm.
Kalau nggak bisa pop dollar sign berarti nggak di accept.
Oh, so it has to be empty at the end of the process.
Ya, ya.
Oh, all right, all right. Okay, thank you, Melvin.
Oke. Any other questions?
Melvin itu di kolom chat ada yang tanya dari dia.
Iya, pop itu cuma boleh stack yang paling atas. Because it's a stack. Kalau stack atasnya bukan minta pop, tapi stack atasnya bukan simbolnya, ya nggak di-accept berarti. It's not accepted by the PDA. Like if udah masukin state yang pop S misalnya. Habis itu ketemu A. Like that's not accepted by the PDA. Jadinya. I think my illustration is a bit like misleading, but you know, but like pointnya gini lah, apa? Eh, ke stop share. But pointnya ya gini, apa? PDA itu pakai stack. Terus kalau input dari context free grammarnya benar, itu seharusnya stacknya di pop semua bisa sampai dollar sign. Tapi kalau nggak benar, uh, either nggak nyampe dollar sign gara-gara um, ada yang nggak bisa di pop atau apa gitu, atau ada pause in the system. Basically that. Does that answer? Artinya nggak input CBBC. Um, Hold on, let me pull up this image. Copy. Bisa. Ya. Um, Kok gue nggak bisa control view? Nah, oke. Kan ini. eh Tadi apa stringnya? CBBC. Jadi kan initial state-nya mana ya? Ini ya. Kan push dollar. Read C, push dollar. Habis itu read B, pop C. Ini nggak ada route-nya dong. Soalnya kan di stack-nya nggak ada C-nya. There's no C in the stack. So like even if it's read B, it asks us to pop C. Yeah, because there's no C to pop. Seingat gue gitu sih. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. But seingat gue gitu. Okay. But do apa? Check other sources just in case, because I'm maybe wrong. Gue agak rada-rada apa? Agak lupa-lupa. Kalau PDA gitu. Okay. Any other question? Okay, if there's no more questions, I guess that's it for today. Thank you for participating. Happy 8, guys.